My grandmother, Janet Phillips. Hi, Mema. This is when she was little. Okay, let me sit down and... Alright. First off, can you tell me your full maiden name?
Middle name too. Janet Eleanor Eleanor Nail.
When were you born?
October the 23rd, 1940.
So you were telling me earlier that you were little when your dad came back from, was it World War II?
Well, my daddy went into the Army 3 different times. But it, World War II was from the 40s till the late 40s. The last time that he came home, which is the time that I really remember the most, because I was about 5. And I was supposed to sit on the steps and watch for him. But I saw him, and I took off running, and I had to cross a busy street. And Grandma did punish me for it, but she told Daddy that if she didn't, she would have lost all that she put into helping me stay alive. But anyway, I run to him, and I jumped up in his arms, and he let everything he had just fall to the ground. And my daddy was so handsome.
And he was a chef.
Huh?
And he was a chef. Was he a chef before the war or after? During?
He was a cook in the Army. But when he came out of the Army, he worked for a private detective agency.
Wow.
And then he worked for the city of New York. He was a detective. And I'm trying to think of what he did after that.
But he opened his restaurant later?
Oh, he had 2 or 3 restaurants.
What was his
when
name?
He came back from the war. He come see us and everything, but he went back to the city. And my mother lived in the city anyway.
What was his full name? Well, you don't have to say middle name. What was his name?
My daddy's name, Gordon.
Gordon Nail?
Gordon Glenn Nail.
Now, when did he die? When did he die?
Oh gosh, Amber.
Was it the 70s?
It was in the fall. It happened long ago.
All right, well, you don't have to answer that. We can move on to something a little bit happier.
He was born, I think he was born in 1917, 16, something like that.
Where were y'all living in New York? What city?
New York City.
New York City? So did you visit?
But I didn't live there to start for a long time. I lived in Queens, which was Flushing. I lived at Whitestone for a while, but you know the one where you saw me digging the hole.
Yes, ma'am.
I was only 2 then. I was excavating. And we moved from there over to Murray Lane, to this beautiful Victorian old house. And I can remember the rent that they used to charge $50.
Oh, wow.
That house was so beautiful.
How many bedrooms do you think it had?
6.
Oh, and only $50. Did y'all have a lot of electricity in it? Y'all had a lot of electricity by then, right?
A lot of what?
Electricity. Everything was electric.
I don't remember when we didn't have electricity.
Y'all had a fridge, and y'all didn't have a microwave or anything yet. That was much later.
Oh yeah, it was like microwave. We had gas stoves.
Gas stoves.
And I can remember, every so often the Iceman came. We had an ice box. Didn't call them a refrigerator then. Be careful with that, baby.
Michael, you need to be
Put
quiet.
that thing in your eye.
So you had an ice box, and the Iceman would deliver?
We had an ice box. It looked like a small refrigerator, but you had to put ice in it to keep it cold. And we'd also chop ice off of it. To put in our cold drinks.
What about milk?
We had to drink milk about every meal.
Did they deliver the milk, or did you buy it at the market?
Come, Grandma would put the basket out there at night and put our order up there, and she'd always, you hear my thing?
No, I didn't hear it. So you had the milkman. Now I hear it.
She, every once in a while she'd get us chocolate milk. But now you talking about milk that when they take the little plug out, it's got cream all in the top of it. And we'd say, my turn, and the next time we'd say, my turn, whoever gets to lick the cream off of it. And that milk was very good milk.
Uh-oh, I'm losing.
The only time we got tea or Kool-Aid or stuff like that was in the summertime.
All right, I'm about to lose my battery, but one more thing. You said when you were younger you won a dancing contest, and got to meet Elvis. Wasn't that right? A dancing contest where you got to meet Elvis?
Who?
Didn't you win a dancing contest where you met Elvis?
When I met Elvis?
That
was at the...
It was a dancing contest?
No, I was about 14 or 15.
What kind of dances did you do to win?
We used to call it the Lindy.
The Lindy?
Yeah, it's just a rock and roll dance. The jitterbug kind of come off of the jitterbug. As you did, Uncle Jimmy get in there and dance with us, and boy, they were good.
What was Elvis like?
Good looking. But I wasn't one of them girls that went screaming, and that might have been why he come over and talked to me. I couldn't embarrass myself in front of all them people, I mean, if he wanted to talk to me, I was standing right there, But girls would actually jump up on people's backs.
Oh, goodness.
And he had a suit on